Tottenham still have not sacked Igor Tudor. We're sitting here on the 11th of March after just being absolutely fucking humiliated away in Madrid, conceding 4 goals in 22 minutes, getting our second choice goalkeeper subbed off inside 16 minutes. Enough humiliation has gone on. This is a crisis. This is an emergency meeting now. We have to sack Igor Tudor. He come out last night, has made a few comments on the game. It's all over the socials now. Everyone is talking about Harry Redknapp. Everyone's talking about Sean Dyche. Ultimately, collectively, across the board, everyone in that boardroom knows that we are in a serious, big trouble. This isn't a joke. This is a drill now. The fire alarm is going off. The building's on fire. Everyone's evacuating. This isn't a sinking ship because somehow, we've managed to sink and then sink again. You didn't think it could get any worse after losing back-to-back games against Arsenal 4-1. You then go out there and lose 2-1 against Fulham. Van de Ven, your best so-called centre-back, then gets sent off and you get humiliated against Crystal Palace. And now today, just to make things worse, Fabrizio Romano has spoken about the Christian Romero, the likelihood he is going to leave. Well, good fucking riddance, mate. Because the City's sinking, and right now you're sinking with it. You're not. No one's fighting. No one's playing for the badge. It's going to be black every single stream now because it's a fucking funeral for us. When is it going to end, Robbie? Genuinely right now, I have never felt this bad. Well, since Thursday. And we got Liverpool on Sunday, which is a monumental game. That is an unbelievably big football match for this football club, for the foreseeable future. If teams around us win, Nottingham Forest have got Fulham. The likelihood is they'll win at the City Ground. West Ham have got the grit and determination. They've got spirit about them. They play Manchester City at the London Stadium under the lights at 8 o'clock. And there's a hell of a lot more chance West Ham get something off City than us going to beat Liverpool. For the first time in our club's history, we've lost 6 games in a row. Like, 6 games in a row. What are we doing? Why have we not sacked this manager? Liverpool away, Aston Villa away, Chelsea away, Sunderland away. All still coming up. Forget the game on Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever it is we play Atletico Madrid. Just play the academy and focus on the next Premier League game after that, which is Nottingham Forest. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already. I mean, the support on the channel is absolutely ridiculous right now. We're under 500 subscribers away from 17,000. If you haven't already and you're enjoying the content, please go down, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing watch-alongs for pretty much every single game other than the Nottingham Forest game, so we'll be on my honeymoon. But every single game, I'll try and be there. And we could just hope and pray that we just get out of this rut. Because, my word, if we go down, man, it's going to be absolutely diabolical. So after the game last night, Spurs have confirmed, this has come out this morning, that Igor Tudor is scheduled to take the press conference Friday afternoon at 1:30 ahead of the Liverpool match. That's coming out from Ali Gold. Why is this man still here? Why is Igor Tudor still the Tottenham manager? He was brought in to get a new manager bounce. We have got a new manager trounce. This guy was brought in to get results. We've conceded 4 against Arsenal, 2 against Fulham, 3 against Palace. That's what? 9, 5 yesterday. That's 14 goals, and we've scored 5. Why is this man still here? How bad has it got to be for us to actually sack a manager? Like, all jokes aside, why is he not gone? Why is he still here? You know, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed in the last few hours that Cuti Romero has a serious chance to leave Tottenham in the summer. Top clubs have started to call as exit is a possibility despite new deals signed last summer. Romero could be open to a sale as Telegraph and CYC Sports reported. I mean, I don't even care anymore. I don't care if Romero or Van de Ven stay. If we go down, everyone's going to go. And you look at the games we've got between now and the 22nd of March, like this next 2 games, Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, are absolutely massive for us. Ultimately, we have to go out there and we have to win. It's as simple as that. Liverpool lost last night against Galatasaray. We're going into this game potentially without Romero and potentially without Van der Ven. I mean, this says we've got Van der Ven back. That's absolutely nonsense because he is suspended. Paulinho, of course, picked up a head injury as well as Romero. In terms of the concussion protocol, I don't know if they can both play. The Spurs Express, whoever runs this account, is absolutely bang on the money. He's come out and said, I don't understand why Tudor is still managed at this club. How do people at this club work at the top level? Mate, you bang on the money and operate like this. How are we sitting here on the 11th of March after 4 heavy defeats and he is still the manager? How badly run of a football club do you have to be for him to still be in charge? Cowards. Cowards, a lot of them. Sack this manager. He plays Kinski last night. Forget the goalkeeping performance because we know how bad he was. But when he comes off the pitch, he doesn't even acknowledge him. He doesn't even console him. He just walks straight down the tunnel. And 2 players off the bench and a coach have to go and console him in the dressing room. It really is that bad right now. We're in a serious, serious mess as a football club, as an institution. We're losing games left, right, and centre. There's nothing going for us whatsoever. We're going to go down at this rate, and it looks like no one can save us. We're leaking goals left, right, and centre. We haven't got any fight in us whatsoever. Teams around us, it's more likely they win. If you look at Nottingham Forest games coming up, they've got Midtjylland tomorrow night in the Europa League, and then they've got Fulham, and then they've got us. Nottingham Forest must be licking their lips because if they beat Fulham and we lose to Liverpool, which is likely, we could be in the bottom 3 this weekend. And we don't have to play Nottingham Forest. We could be in the bottom 3 this upcoming weekend. Because I actually fancy Forest to beat Fulham. I really, really do. And then after they play us, they've got Aston Villa at home, Burnley at home. They'll beat Burnley, they'll beat Fulham, and they'll probably beat us and stay up. Then you look at who West Ham have got else in the relegation battle. Bearing in mind that big picture they just took after winning the FA Cup game against Brentford on penalties. They've got Man City and Villa, but after that, they play Leeds United at home, which is massive in the FA Cup. Then they've got Wolves at home in the league, Palace away. I think West Ham will get a draw against City, beat Wolves and beat Crystal Palace. They're potentially, if they win against Leeds United, they're going to be in a semi-final of an FA Cup. What are we doing? What are we doing as a football club? Genuinely, it is. That they go and beat Leeds United. They're in the semi-finals. We haven't reached the semi-finals since 2016, 2017. I've had enough. I genuinely have had enough of this football club. The situation we're in is absolutely, it's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. This football club is a social experiment at this point. It really, really is. I don't know what we do. We have to bring a new manager in ultimately, or we're going to go down. We are going to go down. It really is that bad. Everyone keeps saying to me, "You're too big to go down." When asked if he deserves to continue, he said no comment. I mean, what sort of confidence does that give the football club? What sort of confidence does that give the players in the dressing room? When asked if he deserves to continue as Tottenham manager, Igor Tudor simply said no comment. Get this fraud out of my football club. Honestly. Not only that, Igor Tudor on Anton Kinski, I subbed him off to help him. Let's be real. He knew how bad he was performing, but that's not going to do his confidence any good whatsoever. But this season, it looks like everything's going against us. Have you ever seen a Premier League goalkeeper, a Premier League level goalkeeper, a Champions League goalkeeper in a last 16 game get subbed off inside 16 minutes? 16 minutes subbed off. It really is that bad. And Atletico Madrid aren't even that great, by the way. We caused them problems. We just pretty much handed the game to them. Vicario should have started. Gallagher should have started. Solanke, Paulinho, and Xavi Simons all should have started. When you look at the match stats, look. They dominated possession, but we had the same amount of shots. Look at their XG. Their XG is 3.12. 5 big chances created, and they only missed one. On another day, that could have been 7 or 8 for them. And we now go into the Liverpool game. If we do not get a positive result, we are absolutely finished. Like, genuinely, all jokes aside now, we are going to be in a diabolical situation. We really, really are. Listen, this Liverpool game is massive. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button. I'm out.